Hello, I'm Michelle Tedesco. How many of you have worked for an organization undergoing change? How many of you understood the reason for the change? Did the transformation work? Was it sustainable? John Kotter's 8-step change model explains why change efforts fail in organizations and how strategies can be developed for a successful organizational transformation. Harvard Business School stated that John Kotter is internationally known and widely regarded as the foremost speaker on the topics of leadership and change. Kotter said, "Leadership is about setting a direction. It's about creating a vision, empowering and inspiring people to want to achieve the vision, and enabling them to do so with energy and speed through an effective strategy. In its most basic sense, leadership is about mobilizing a group of people to jump into a better future." Kotter has witnessed over 100 organizations trying to reinvent themselves. From this, he has identified the following reasons for failing change management efforts. First, they don't establish a great enough sense of urgency. Sometimes executives underestimate the difficulty of driving employees out of their comfort zones. Some lack the patience and choose to skip ahead. Without motivation, people won't help and the effort goes nowhere. Not creating a powerful enough guiding coalition. There's no history of teamwork. No matter how capable or dedicated the leader, groups without strong line leadership never achieve the power that is required. Next, a vision is lacking. Without a sensible vision, a transformation effort can easily dissolve into a list of confusing projects that take the organization in the wrong direction or nowhere at all. Under-communicating the vision by a factor of 10. Nothing undermines change more than behavior by important individuals that are inconsistent with their words. Next, not removing obstacles to the new vision. Sometimes communicating the vision isn't enough. Obstacles need to be addressed. Otherwise, employees can't see beyond them. Not systematically planning for and creating short-term wins. You can lose momentum if short-term goals don't exist. Without short-term wins, too many people give up. Declaring victory too soon. Change needs to be embedded into the company culture for change to happen. New approaches are fragile and subject to regression. Not anchoring changes in the corporation's culture. Until new behaviors are rooted in social norms and shared values, they are subject to deterioration as soon as the pressure for change is removed. Kotter has turned the failures into a framework to successfully transform an organization. His model is designed to help managers deal with transformational change successfully. Step 1. Establishing a sense of urgency. Here we examine market and competitive realities. We also identify and discuss crises, potential crises, or major opportunities. Step 2 is forming a powerful guiding coalition. We do this by assembling a group with enough power to lead the change effort. We also need to encourage the group to work together as a team. Step 3, create a vision. Creating a vision will help direct the change effort and develop strategies for achieving that vision. Step 4, communicate the vision. Using every vehicle possible to communicate the new vision and strategies. Teaching new behaviors by the example of that guiding coalition. Step 5, empowering others to act on the vision. We need to remove all obstacles to change. Changing systems or structures that seriously undermine the vision. Encourage risk-taking and non-traditional ideas, activities, and actions. Step 6, planning for and creating short-term wins. Planning for visible performance improvements. Creating those improvements and recognizing and rewarding employees involved in the improvements. Step 7, consolidating improvements and producing still more change. Using increased credibility to change systems, structures, and policies that don't fit the vision. Hiring, promoting, and developing employees who can implement the vision, reinvigorating the process with new projects, themes, and change agents. Step 8. Institutionalizing new approaches. Articulating the connections between the new behaviors and corporate success. Developing the means to ensure leadership development and succession. I will use the next few slides to demonstrate the use of this model. Imagine that you are a director of a local hospital. The administration has tasked you with implementing electronic medical records for all departments. You will use Kotter's 8-step change model. First, you must establish a sense of urgency. Most employees do not like change. They need to see what's in it for them to accept the change. At an employee meeting, you might inform them of the following benefits to having electronic medical records. The competition has already been using them. This creates a loss of market share, and downsizing could result. Data transfer between departments makes day-to-day tasks easier. There is a space-saving benefit to going digital. Electronic records will reduce errors and increase profits by having a higher number of patients and productivity. Next, you must form a powerful guiding coalition by gathering influential employees to work together. This group will assist other employees to buy into the change. They will also bring any objections felt by the employees. For instance, an employee may question the cost of the new system and be worried that there will be layoffs or incentive cuts. You can ensure the employee that the shareholders are supportive and have set aside a budget specifically for this project. Another employee may fear they will be replaced by personnel already trained on the new system. You can let them know that all employees will receive training. The third step is to create a vision for change. Your team has decided on the following vision. Increase the quality of the organization through facilitating physician decision-making, reducing medical errors, improving safety of the patient, increasing medical care and efficiency, ensuring patient confidentiality, and becoming paper-free while keeping jobs secure. To achieve this vision, there will be 4 months of training. Within 6 months, the orthopedic department will begin using the electronic medical records. After a successful implementation in the orthopedic department, the electronic medical record system will be rolled out to the remaining departments. Communicate the vision. The guiding coalition group, along with leaders, will communicate the vision. It is important to receive feedback of the change. It is also important that the employees keep the vision alive by continuously communicating about it. The 5th step is to remove obstacles. An employee may be concerned about expensive software. You might say that the administration will choose the best software with the appropriate cost according to the request for a proposal. Another employee may think the training will be exhausting and disrupt the normal activities of the hospital. You might reply saying that the proper scheduling will be done and incentives will be provided after training. There will also be professional educators conducting seminars and online modules. Other employees may be concerned with their lacking knowledge of computers. You can ease their minds, letting them know that an IT expert will be hired to provide assistance when needed. Next, you'll need to create short-term wins, first by thanking the employees for their hard work, followed by a few rewards. You might give an incentive to all employees who reach 90% success in implementation within the first 6 months. You may also reward employees by increasing salaries by 10% if the hospital sees a 20% profit increase. The 7th step is build on the change. Thank the employees for their efforts and great work during the implementation and reaching short-term goals. This is also the time to discuss any weak points needing to be improved. In this case, a weak point may be the system running slow. The result could be reaching out to the supplier to upgrade the system. Another weak point could be employees' computer comfort level. The hospital could provide ongoing training to help ease the gap. Finally, you must anchor the changes into the culture. After a successful implementation of electronic medical records throughout all departments, you may want to establish a policy and procedure reflecting this transformation. This may also be the time to sign contracts with a supplier. We know organizations make mistakes. These 8 steps were derived directly from those mistakes in an effort to help managers deal with transformational change. The steps are a roadmap to successful change. Successful change of any magnitude goes through all 8 stages. Although one normally operates in multiple phases at once, skipping even a single step or getting too far ahead without a solid base almost always creates problems. John Kotter said, "Managing change is important. Without competent management, the transformation process can get out of control. But for most organizations, the much bigger challenge is leading change. Only leadership can blast through the many sources of corporate inertia. Only leadership can motivate the actions needed to alter behavior in any significant way. Only leadership can get change to stick by anchoring it in the very culture of an organization." In the appendix of this presentation, I have included a list of publications on the subject. It was my pleasure to guide you through Kotter's 8-step change model. Thank you.